Good morning, Cancer. How are you today? Oh, keep in mind these are general readings. If you want a deeper message, one more personalized, my email address is in the description box. What is something that Cancer needs to take a closer look at this week? What is something that Cancer needs to take a closer look at this week? All right, 7th house, relationships. It is a very dreary day out there, so you might hear the rain coming down. How are you nurturing relationships rather than testing them? Consider each partnership to be a tree you plant. That seed may have planted in the 5th house with an idea of a twinkle in the eye. Now you have a sapling with potential. Don't construct a tree house on that sapling. It can't yet bear the weight. Instead of crushing it with expectations, nurture and protect it. In any relationship, there are 3 involved: you, your partner, and the tree. The relationship itself. All have needs that must be honored equally. Make compromise for the sake of the relationship, not necessarily for the other person. Nurture that sapling, keep it safe from predators, and nourish its roots until it becomes a tree strong enough to lean on. Clarify your expectations with curiosity and flexibility. If you are offered a business partnership, read the fine print. Unpack your baggage, the cultural assumptions and family patterns that inform your concept of partnership. Move past who is right and who is wrong and develop a fresh understanding. Partnership for work or love may look easier if you come from the same background, but the more diversity you bring to the table, the more resilient the relationship can be. Agree to contribute equally and celebrate your differences. All right, let's clarify this relationship. Actually, I'm going to go with this one. Let's clarify this Cancer, this relationship that Cancer is in that needs closer examination. Law enforcement, judge, lawyer, lawmaker, the law. Maybe it's somebody who works in a courthouse. Maybe it's somebody who works in law enforcement. Maybe it's your relationship with the law. Maybe you're always in legal trouble. Diet, gluttony. Maybe it's your relationship to food. Nutritional or food issues, fasting or deprivation, vegetarianism. Are you having issues with your eating habits? Take a closer look at your diet. If you're vegetarian, make sure you're getting all of the vitamins that you need. Sometimes whenever we do fasting or have certain diets, sometimes we will miss out on those. We have a higher risk of not getting enough nutrients because it is in meat products. Or maybe you're emotional eating at the moment. Maybe there's something that's causing emotional distress, and so you're eating emotionally. Maybe you're a vegetarian and you're married to a farmer or a cattle. I can't think of the word, a rancher. There we go. Special intelligence, knight, defender, bodyguard, mercenary. Any of those mean anything to anybody out there? Also going back to the law enforcement judge, maybe take this closer look at it for Cancer. What does Cancer need to take a closer look at? King of Wands, making sure you take action. Make sure you take the correct action, whatever thing you're looking into. And ask others, talk to others, especially if you're in diet, especially if it's a diet. If you're having legal problems, take action to get those legal problems under control. Work with an attorney, work with a banker, work with somebody who has knowledge of the problem that you're having. Don't just go talking to friends about it. Talk to special intelligence. But take that action. Figure out who you should be talking to. Is there any more? Any more? Yep. All right. Lovers. Clarify the Lovers, please. Ace of Swords. Look into why you're doing something. Lovers, maybe you enjoy this a little too much. Maybe you have alcohol problems, and you love, or addictions. Ace of Swords. Find, exercise, what is it, a scalpel, surgery, figure out a way to get rid of it. Sorry, it's still morning here. My thoughts aren't wanting to come out correctly. Okay, that's way too many. I'm not going to go through all those. There we go. Page of Wands. Again, that's more action. Cancer is really wanting you to take action to clean up your act. Okay. All right. Cancer. What does Cancer need to stop worrying about this week? Or maybe not as much. What does Cancer need to stop worrying about this week? What does Cancer need to stop worrying about this week? What does Cancer need to stop worrying about? I will take the top card. I'm not taking all of those. Your resources. Second house. What you see is not all there is. If you are looking for emotional and spiritual satisfaction in your stuff, it will never be enough because it never quite scratches that itch. All right. So what should Cancer? Stop worrying about things that don't bring you pleasure. Ace of Wands. You're chasing something. You're literally creating your own tower moment, causing you to lose out. So you need to stop worrying about all these things that don't bring you peace. If they don't bring you peace, you need to just let them go. Even if it's an addiction, a food addiction, or any form of addiction, really. Letting it go. Don't worry about the things that, for some of us, we become addicted to, what others think of us. Yeah, the Five of Swords. Stop worrying about the bickering. Stop. It's just, it is all that, that's all that it is bickering. It's not going to, stop worrying about the bickering that's going on around you. Ignore it. Don't allow yourself to be drawn into it. Maybe somebody's going to try and start an argument with you. It's not important. Let it go. Otherwise, maybe that's what causes the overeating. Maybe it's what causes you to get into a fight with somebody and the police have to be called. Let go of these little fights and allowing them to become something that spirals and just keeps going. Is there anything else? No? I won't take all of them, but I will take the top one because I saw it, the sun. Don't worry. Stop worrying. The sun. Just allow happiness to come. It will if you let it. All right, Cancer. What does Cancer need to be aware of this week? What is a danger that Cancer doesn't see and needs to be aware of? What is something that Cancer needs to be aware of this week? The unknown. Source. 8th house. Sun. All right. So beware of power dynamics between you and other people around important resources like sex, money, and inheritances. Beware of relatives or bosses withholding money until you behave, or if you are a lover, withhold sex until some other need is met. Just get clear in your mind if anyone is pulling strings, and try to heal dysfunctional dynamics with clear and healthy boundaries. And going back to all that legal and overeating and seduce honestly. Not all strange sexual dynamics or unusual financial arrangements are a problem. If you understand your peculiarities and don't feel coerced or controlled by them, they're just a part of who you are. Financial investors and advisors, consultants, ministers, lovers, intuitives, brain trusts, auctioneers, and investigators all work with 8th house affairs. And if they work with integrity, do so productively. Develop your 2nd house resources, your own money, your sense of worth, and body confidence to strengthen your freedom and bargaining power and operate in this realm with grace. Engage the resources handed to you, but make your own judgment calls. The 8th house calls for one last freedom, to acknowledge that death exists and be fully alive in response. So 18, yeah. Who will trigger this 8th house response? Sorry, I will go on to the sun next, but I want to know who's going to trigger this response and that Cancer needs to be aware of. Somebody in a position of authority, somebody who recently lost their power, an abuse of power, somebody who is abusing their power. Are you abusing this power? I don't think so, but it is possible. I am still going to go with somebody else abusing their power, maybe a boss. Maybe you feel swindled, somebody who is trying to swindle you. Somebody who's already been exposed for swindling. Who's trying? Somebody is trying, somebody who works with dark magic. Maybe there's another tarot reader or somebody who's trying to spy on you using tarot. Cross watchers. I understand that people want to cross watch. I don't agree with it. I don't want to know what my ex is doing. It's his life, it's his business. I forgive him, and I am happy with him being happy. So I don't spy on him. I don't try to use the cards to see where he's at. I know that others want to or possibly need to because of their situation, so I try not to judge. Maybe this is an architect, a carpenter, a builder. Maybe you're having some construction done and they're going to try and swindle you, or they have swindled others in the past, and so you may need to hire an attorney. Druidism, animism, nature worship. I'm not sure how to read that one in there, so I'm going to jump on over. It might mean something to all of you. Hello, Calypso. Maybe it's you. Yes. Maybe it's saying you're coming to join me. Hello, Tia. You're coming to join too? And yes, they are sisters. They're from the same litter. I went to pick up Tia and fell in love with Calypso. So I took them both home. It was, a moment of weakness, but I don't regret a single second of it. Even for all the yelling and screaming and tears that they caused. I don't regret a single second of it. All right. 18, the sun. In your natal chart, the sun symbolizes the core of your personality, your life force, your ego, and your consciousness. Well, hello there. Are you coming up to say hi to everybody and give me hugs and kisses? I love you too, Tito. Yes. Are you going over? Yeah. She's the reason this book is, yeah. Yes. She didn't like the tarot reading. She didn't like what the tarot had to say. Where was I? There we go. So what you need to be aware of is the light shines through the teacher, actor, lover, leader, those who use their enthusiasm, warmth, and charisma for a common good. It's time for you to take center stage. Okay, so maybe this is telling you to beware of taking center stage. Let the sun's light flow through you and shine, illuminate and energize your surroundings, and use this to be of service. Notice what feeds your vitality and work with it. Or maybe it's asking you to be aware of it because you put so much of yourself out there. You put so much of yourself on, maybe you put too much of yourself on your life on Facebook or Instagram. So that you can get that attention. This can go back to these addictions. You will draw support. Oops, sorry. Notice what feeds your vitality and work with it. As you let the sun flow through you, your health will improve. You will draw support to your energy and enthusiasm. Step into your potential. If you are asking about a project, notice how the vitality flows through you, or through the design, and clear the path. Let the situation be a channel for the sun's energy and feel it take on life of its own. Narcissism is the shadow of the sun's energy, the false belief that I am the center of the universe and you are not. Learn to earn attention and respect rather than demand or expect it. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, maybe there's a little bit of too much time on Facebook or Instagram, oversharing. We all want that feedback. We all want positive feedback, but there's a point where you lose yourself and it goes into something else. I don't want to say narcissism, because maybe more like an addiction, since this has so much addiction to it. Maybe the police are watching your Facebook or Instagram feed. Maybe they're using it to see what type of person you are, or see who you're interacting with. I don't know. Or maybe you can go through your Facebook feed and see how you are. Anyways, Cancer. This is something, what is something that Cancer needs to hold tight to this week? What is something that Cancer needs to hold tight to this week? What is something that Cancer needs to hold tight to this week? What is something that Cancer needs to hold tight to this week? I am only taking the top one because a lot of them came out. All right. The North Node, the future life path 7, goes 34, 3 plus 4 is 7. It can be scary to leave familiar territory. Even people who love you may resist your evolution if it could pull you away from them. Yeah, if you are trying to heal yourself from an addiction, the people that are benefiting off of those addictions are going to try to pull you back in. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, unhealthy addictions will try and pull you back in. People who send messages, hey, come join us, you won't be able to, so hold tight to your Knight of Cups, setting boundaries, so that you can keep this positive outlook. Don't hold tight to getting rid of anything, starting anything unhealthy. Keep ignoring those incoming messages from unhealthy people, if that's what you've started doing. Hold firm to those boundaries. You set them for a reason. Keep them. Okay. What does Cancer need to learn to appreciate this week? What does Cancer need to learn to appreciate this week? I'm going to take, no, that's way too many. All right. Resting. Not acting, taking breaks, allowing yourself to take breaks. Accidents increase when you're in a hurry, rushing through a project, or impatiently distracted. This flammable temperament can spark inspiration or spark or spark a conflagration, proceed with caution. Okay, so learn to slow down. Learn not to act so hastily. Learn how to take your time. Especially those of us with ADHD, it's not easy. So learn to appreciate taking your time with something. All right, Cancer. What should Cancer stop pursuing this week? What should Cancer stop pursuing this week? I'm going to take the one facing up. Sustainability, relationships that are balanced. Make sure that the give and take equals itself out, not over. Work smarter, not harder. The opposite of a dysfunctional situation is a sustainable ecosystem. Make your life sustainable. Look at time, resources, love, care, and sweat you put into your life and assess whether you are putting as much in as you get out and whether you're receiving as much as you put in. All right. What is this relationship that Cancer needs to stop chasing? What is this relationship that Cancer needs to stop pouring more energy into? Somebody that you're always fighting with. Somebody you're just always fighting with them. It's a war. It's like you're just at war with this person. Somebody who is religious. Maybe it's a parent who is overly religious and you're always fighting with them because you don't see eye to eye. Jealous, obsessive lover. Somebody who is obsessed with you, someone you are obsessed with. Whatever it is that you are obsessed with, if it's an item or a thing. All right, Cancer. What should Cancer be seeking this week? What should Cancer be seeking this week? Partnership. 31 for in work and love. Juno wants you to trust that you can hold steady on your life's path and develop equal partnerships. So get in there and wrestle to make the relationship work. Research healthy relationship skills and study negotiation and meditation techniques. Practice respect, communication, love, and conflict resolution between the various facets of your own personality. Like Juno and Jupiter, strive to become two whole, empowered souls who can express their individual potential, work around each other's foibles, and find balance. Be responsible for your own connection to the creative source, spirit, and your emotions. Don't ask another to carry your heart for you, as it makes it hard to accept their unique path. Live out your ambition through your own work rather than through your mate, children, employees, or coworkers. If you do so, you can encourage others' growth and exploration along with your own, and so create the foundations of great relationships and a sense of community. If you don't, you can devolve into jealousy or create monsters. If you want to be in a partnership but are not, examine any belief or training that said you have to give up what matters to you in order to partner up. If it's your choice to work alone, accept it. If not, expand that view and invite fresh possibilities. Okay, so maybe instead of seeking all these unhealthy relationships, what the universe or spirit is asking you to do is seek healthy relationships. Seek information on how to, what is a healthy relationship? What do you need, find ways to find healthy relationships. What is a message for Cancer? Can you give me a message for Cancer? Oh, that one flipped. I will take the one that flipped instead of... Oh, no, that one. That one is from an entirely different deck. Okay. Time. I'm going to go ahead and take it. I said I would, so I will. Find out causes of your procrastination or resistance. Do not miss your opportunities. Someone is wasting your time. Be aware of this. You have finite time on this planet, so use it well. All right. I will grab another message for you. Another message for Cancer. There's somebody really needs to hear that one. Give me another message for Cancer, please. Moonlight. 51, maybe for somebody with a life path of 6. Moonlight beckons. Come and trust your intuition. This is also whenever the moon, Cancer. So Moonlight beckons. Come and trust your intuition to lead you into places that may not seem logical. Your hunches will be right on target. Resist second-guessing yourself, for your alternative perception is especially sharp right now. You can see beyond the surface of things and truly read between the lines. This is a good time to use oracle cards or other systems of divination to gain information. Remember that the language of intuition is a symbolic one. It comes subtly through a hunch, a tingling, a clear sound, or an animal or object crossing your path. Spirit is sending you messages to help you now. Success is yours if you follow the signs. All right, Cancer. I appreciate you joining me today. If you like this, if this helped you in any way, please leave a like or subscribe. Comment. If you want a private reading, my email address is in the description box, along with a link for donations. Thank you. I do appreciate it, and I hope to see you again.